Time, so we were eating lasagna and stuff too. My 1.5-year-old crushed lasagna last night. Man. Crushed it. Crushing it.
What age can you eat lasagna at? You can do that?
No, she hit like 6 months.
We cut it up. Huh. It's not like a full slice. So we cut it up and she was jamming it in. But like
with her hands? She was poo-bearing it?
Yeah, and so we'd say, it was amazing. You want to get out? Nope, she's still eating. She's like three sides of it.
I'd like to know what Roxy thinks a 1.5-year-old eating lasagna would look like.
Yeah, I don't really understand.
Just a big slice.
I don't understand kids and ages at all. But I do get scared because, like, if she's 1.5, she's having lasagna. First of all, how do you know you're not going to give her too much to the point that she bursts? Like,
because she's not a moron. She's not.
Like a bird.
Because she picks up.
How many babies have you seen bursting?
She picks up her plate when she's done.
You don't give her the same amount you'd eat, right?
I gave her 5 slices and 6 carrots, full carrots. She eats them all.
Be real.
And a piece of cake.
Be real. She doesn't eat as much as you eat, right? You give her a half portion.
This big.
Right.
Like this. You can hold her like this.
So adjust measurements to that. Yeah. This big, adjust the measurement.
Yeah. I can eat as much as she eats.
But how do you know you're not going to starve her? Like, this is this is something I've never.
She goes, I mean, she wants
never
more.
asked this out loud, but I've been thinking about it a lot.
Yeah.
So, because you have a kid.
This is
don't. Let me tell you this before you finish. Don't even think about having children for another 5 years.
Yeah, I'm so far from being ready. But you have a kid. It can't talk, right? I mean,
it can talk.
Well, no, I'm saying it because it could be anybody's kid. Yours happens to be a she, but it could be any kid. So
the baby. Yes.
The baby can't talk, so you don't know.
The baby can talk.
No, your baby now at 1.5 can say a couple words like cracker. Right. But if the baby can't talk, because babies can't talk till they're like
40.
Okay. Right. Something like that.
They learn their first word at 15.
On age. But at some point they can't talk, I'm assuming. So you feed them.
A fucking lawn chair place? Anything.
So what do you do? How do you know when they're hungry? Like if you don't feed them for the whole day because they're not like they
tell
starve.
you. They cry.
They point.
So here's how babies work. Can I take this one, Christian?
Go ahead.
There we go.
I think you're ready.
So what happens is if a baby needs its diaper change, it cries.
It cries, right.
If a baby is hungry, it cries.
You learn.
If it is...
From what? They're not telling you.
Instinct.
Let's go to a word from our sponsor, babiesbursting.com. Have you overfed your baby to the point where it bursts?
This is the chicken rocket, my boy.
Can you really answer my question though?
Don't push
Can you
the
be
baby.
When the
serious
baby
for a
wants to
second?
be done eating, it stops eating.
When your baby's hungry, feed it.
But like a cat, there's a difference between a cat and a dog. Cat food, I can keep out my cat food and it will eat it. It can eat it whenever it wants.
Your cat hungry?
But the dog, you can't keep out dog food because it will die. So like,
don't let your kids die.
How do you know how much?
Well, you also have a mental connection to your child when, like kind of telepathy.
Yeah.
So
is that what it is?
Yeah. So when you're looking in their eyes and they go,
you use the force,
and they go, feed me.
They just because it's like, are you hungry?
That's what fucking everybody keeps saying to me about kids. I don't know.
Stick a bottle in its face. If it's hungry, it'll eat.
Right, because they only have milk for a while,
there
right?
There you go. Now and then
until what?
Well, then you start introducing solids.
At like month?
Can you see
2
the
months?
math?
No, not 2 months. 2 months. Yeah, you have no business having kids for a long time.
Can you explain more though?
I don't want to. I mean, listen, you weren't kidding when you said at one point you said, "I don't know if I'm ready." You're not.
No, I didn't say I don't know if I'm ready. I said I am not ready.
And I said, "Oh, you might." You know what? I was taking the opposite side. You're right.
No
You're not
concept of kids. I've taken care of old people my whole life. I understand the elderly. I don't understand kids at all. Like I see a kid, I clam up, and I'm like, "Hey, kid."
Hey, kid.
That's what I say to every kid. Hey, kid.
Hey, kid.
Kids, I can't communicate. I freak out. I worked at Children's Hospital for a really long time. They would put kids in my arm. I was sitting there like,
yeah,
like I can't.
So anyway, the kid had lasagna last night. It was good.
Great.